Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we try to define runtime environment variables in Lambda. We try to know what are them and why we need them. So the first one, I guess this video will be quite quick video. So Lambda runtime sets several environment variables during initialization. Most of the environment variables provide information about the function or runtime. The keys for this environment, it will be variables are reversed and cannot be set in your function configuration. You only can read them, but you cannot set them. So let's just try to talk about them. So number one, we have the handler, and this is the handler location configuration configured on the function. We have number two is the trace ID. So it's the X-ray tracing header. This environment variable is not defined for OS only runtime, and you can set Amazon Trace ID for custom runtimes using the Lambda runtime trace ID response header if you want. And yeah, we have the AWS default region. And this is the default AWS region where the Lambda function is executed. We have the AWS region. This is the AWS region where the Lambda function is executed. If defined, this value overrides the AWS default region. We have the AWS execution environment. The runtime identifier the prefix AWS Lambda, for example, AWS Lambda Java Lambda like Java 8 or Node.js 0.6. This environment variable is not defined for OS only, operating systems only runtimes. Yeah, we have the AWS Lambda function name. This is the name of the function. We have AWS Lambda function memory size. This is the amount of memory available of the function in megabytes. We have AWS Lambda functions version. This is the version of the function being executed. We have AWS Lambda initialization type. This is the initialization of type of the function, which is demand on provisioned concurrency or snap start. For information, we will just do for more in-depth information. We'll make dedicated videos about that, about the provisioned concurrency or improving startup performance with the Lambda startup. We have the number 9. We have the AWS Lambda log name, and also we have the AWS Lambda log stream. I'll put them in the same because they are quite similar. So the name of the Amazon CloudWatch logs group and stream for function, the AWS Lambda log group name and AWS Lambda log stream name. Environment variables are not available in the Lambda snapshot functions. We have some other variables here. Let's just try to see this one. We have AWS access key, AWS access ID, AWS secret access key, and AWS session token. And these are the access keys obtained from the function for execution role. We have the AWS Lambda runtime API. This one is custom. It's for custom runtime, like the host on and port of the runtime API. We have Lambda task root. And this is the path to your Lambda function code, and we have the Lambda runtime DRI. This is the path to runtime variables. We have maybe additional environment variables aren't reversed and can be extended in your function configuration. We have, for example, the lang. Let's put them in different. And this one, the local of the runtime. We have the path. And this one, the execution path, like user local /bin /user /bin /something. We have the LD library path. This one, the system library path. We have node path as well, and we have Python path. And the node path is the Node.js library path, like opt Node.js, Node 12, etc. We have the Python path, and this one is the Python library path, and we have the gem path, which is the Ruby library path. We have AWS X-ray context missing. So this for X-ray tracing, Lambda sets this to log error to avoid throwing runtime errors from the X-ray SDK. We have AWS X-ray daemon address. Daemon address, not daemon, sorry. This one for X-ray tracing the IP address and port of the X-ray daemon. We have AWS Lambda to tend prejet. This one for the .NET 6 and the .NET 7 runtimes. And we have the TZ environment variable. This is the environment time zone, like UTC. The execution environment uses NTP to synchronize the system clock. And yeah, that's it for today's video, and I hope you like my content. If you like my content, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and see you guys in future problem.